The old mirror in the bedroom was the only thing in the apartment that didn't have a light switch, but Lena wasn't bothered by that at all. She loved the mirror. It was beautifully crafted and ornately framed, which made it look like something out of a fairy tale. 3 weeks after moving into her new place, Lena still hadn't taken down the mirror, but she had turned off the lights in the room and lit up some candles instead. She was reading a book while sitting on the edge of her bed when she saw a horrifying scene reflected back at her. A woman was lying on the bed in a pool of blood, her eyes wide with terror, as if she were looking at something behind Lena. Startled, Lena dropped her book and took a few steps back. Her heart was pounding and her hands were shaking. What the hell was that? Had she imagined it? But then she saw it again, the ghastly specter of the woman in blood. With a trembling hand, Lena reached out to touch the mirror, but it was ice cold. She could feel the chill all the way up her arm. And then the unthinkable occurred to her. Was this apartment haunted? Lena was a practical, rational person. She didn't believe in ghosts or hauntings. So naturally, she put the mirror's strange behavior down to some trick of the light or perhaps some residue from the previous owner. She tried to convince herself that there was a perfectly logical explanation for what she'd seen, but as the days passed and the same thing happened every single night, her resolve started to crumble. She would see the same vision of the woman lying on the bed, drenched in blood, her lifeless eyes staring blankly ahead. Then, just as abruptly, the vision would vanish. Lena tried everything she could think of to stop the haunting. She talked to the previous owner, a Mrs. Gable, who told her that she had never had any problems in the apartment and had no idea what Lena was talking about. Then Lena called a priest, Father Michael, who blessed the apartment and performed an exorcism, just in case. Nothing he did seemed to help. In desperation, Lena called another priest, Father Gabriel, who visited the apartment with the 2 other priests. They performed a more thorough investigation, including an examination of the mirror, which Father Gabriel declared was an antique of unknown origin. According to him, mirrors are portals between the worlds of the living and the dead, and this one was particularly strong. As they were leaving, Father Gabriel told Lena to get rid of the mirror, warning her that if she didn't, she would be in great danger. When Lena told her friends about the haunting, they thought it was hilarious and encouraged her to keep the mirror because it made the apartment unique and possibly valuable. But Lena decided to heed Father Gabriel's warning and put the mirror up for sale online. On the morning of the sale, Lena got ready to take the mirror downstairs. It was then that she noticed the horrifying vision was no longer of a woman lying on the bed. Now, it was of a man standing in the middle of the room, holding a large knife, his face obscured by the darkness. He was smiling, or rather he was grinning from ear to ear, baring his teeth like a wild animal. But Lena could see his eyes, gleaming with a terrible light in the darkness. They were bottomless pits of infinite evil. Suddenly, the man in the mirror lunged forward, his arms outstretched. Lena screamed and stumbled back, but it was too late. The man was upon her, his face inches from hers, his hot, fetid breath washing over her. His grin widened, and the bottomless pits of his eyes seemed to suck the very life out of her. Then he whispered in a voice that was like nails on a chalkboard, "You shouldn't have called me." The last thing Lena saw before the world went black was the glint of a knife in the man's hand. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like the video and follow the channel for more chilling tales.